In today's video, it's all about hooping and embroidering polo shirts. These are the accessories that I use to make hooping polo shirts quick and easy. I have our embroiderer's helper, okay? I have our cutaway, and I'll have the description of the exact cutaway that I use, okay? This is the Performance 200 from Allstitch, and I'll have the link down below so you could check it out, okay? White chalk, okay? This is just a pencil. Comes off easy. Okay, it's just temporary chalk. Okay, and of course we got the Mighty Hoop 5.5. Okay, so our first step, this here embroiderer's helper is my best friend when I am doing polo shirts. Okay, this is a large. Okay, and it has your size right here. I have a large. Okay, so my mark is going to go right here. Okay, and you want to line up. What you want to do, you want to line up your buttons here. You want to make sure your buttons are straight and this line here is straight. Once you're straight there, you mark, okay? It doesn't have to be anything big, especially with this dark polo and our white chalk, okay? All it takes is a little dot. Now, sometimes there might be certain logos that you might have to adjust this portion, okay? For example, if you have a long rectangle, then you might want to play with it. Okay, you always want to do one sample, look at it, make sure it looks right, and then you continue going on. Okay, we are on the Mighty Hoop station now, and it's time to set up our hoops. Okay, this is the 5.5. Okay, and our backing, you want to get the backing that's 8 inches. Okay, sometimes if you get something smaller, these magnets don't catch them good, okay? And you could kind of have some loose areas. Size large, okay? This is something you might have to play with, okay, to get your settings correctly. I use number 23 for large shirts, okay? 28, I'll just go diagonal if I have to go XL. All you want to do is turn the shirt over. Okay, this is a step where experience might play a role in how fast you can hoop this up, okay? Once you're in a groove and you're in a rhythm, then you're doing this step here almost instantly. Okay, let me move the camera. What you want to do, you want to be right in front of it, okay? Once you're right in front of it, you could get a good view. Okay, you want to make sure your buttons are buttoned, okay? Because if you don't have them buttoned, then you can't really see this straight line here. Okay, here, bam. I use this kind of as a reference guide to show me if I'm straight. Right here showing good straight, and you have to trust your eyes too. Okay, it is obvious if you are kind of on an angle. Okay, here you're following this line up here. Okay, there's a lot of points that'll kind of guide you on getting straight lines. Okay, we have this seam here that'll guide you. Okay, this is straight here. I have my line that's showing straight. I have this here, and I could feel my hoop down below. Where it's down below, okay? Now's the fun part. Just make sure your tab is facing your collar, okay? Okay. Make sure you're tight in there. And if you kind of slowly push down, not hard enough where it's going to snap, but you could see that my dot is centered down here. You want to make sure you're centered just so when you're embroidering, you're not going to touch close to the sides. Okay, so once you're good, you're confident, all it takes is a bam, we're good to go. Okay, we are on the machine now. You can see that my backing, okay, nice and flush here. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's put it on the machine. Now, quick pointer here, okay? We had our buttons buttoned when we were hooping it. Now, okay, you want to make sure they're unbuttoned, at least the top two. Okay, so that way you have easy access. Okay, it snaps in perfectly. Okay, and before you do anything else, you just want to make sure that nothing has got caught down here on the arm. Okay, now, okay, we're gonna look for our dot that we placed. This is our dot, and we want to measure our center point to match that dot. Okay, ready to go? Okay, we are off the embroidery machine. Okay, let's take a look at our embroidery. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is a beauty right now. Okay, this is a beauty. So this was digitized by Vitor Digitizing. Okay, it was all done in one shot. There was no cutting, no trimming. Okay, so looks flat. Look at that. There's no puckering. Now we want to cut our backing. Okay, I have my Fiskars. Okay, these are spring loaded, so it makes cutting a whole lot easier, and they are very, very sharp, and they're perfect for fabric and for cutaways. Okay, now let me give you some of my recommendations when it comes time for cutting. Okay, if you cut this incorrectly, it could lead to some issues. Okay, so right now there's no puckering. Okay, zero puckering. These are critical points. These sharp points here on any design. Okay, these are the points that want to pull some of your fabric in. So when I cut this fabric, the way I like to do it, I like to cut it in one shape. Okay, I'm not going to go cutting in with tight cuts. Okay, because that could lead to puckering. So what I want to do, I want to do a complete circle on my cut. All right, so this is how it's going to look. I have a blue chalk. This is going to guide me and let me know where to cut. I like to keep it one full shape and keep my cuts rounded. I stay away from sharp points because those are critical points and they tend to pucker. Okay, so I like this color combination. It has the navy blue and the gold color. Those are perfect color combination that makes your embroidery just stand out. Okay, so shout outs to all my Filipino friends out there. This is a highly requested embroidery item that we're doing. Okay, so we're about to do 36 of these, and we're also going to put it on our Etsy. Okay, so give it a week or two and we'll have it ready on Etsy, ready for sale. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me today. Make sure you subscribe, you hit that like and all that good stuff. All right, till the next time, peace out.